How to build a raised bed cover to protect your plants in the fall and in the spring. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Hello everybody, so we're gonna make a raised bed cover for these raised beds over here, this one over here, and then this one over here for now. So we're gonna cut out the pieces for the raised beds cover, and then we're gonna make it. I'm gonna show you how to make the raised bed cover. So here is the pipe, and I got the pipe in bulk so that it saves me some money. So when you at Home Depot, if you buy 10 or more, you get a special discount bulk price. So since I'm gonna need quite a few of them, I just bought the whole bulk. I'm gonna need 2x4s as the foundation of the raised bed cover. Now I cut the pieces. So this is it. This is how I cut the pieces, and I placed them. You want the ones at the end to be the full length of the end over here, because this is where we're gonna put our hinges. So then you and this other piece, this is the middle piece that runs the full length of this long side of the bed, and then we have another piece again at the end over here. So what we're gonna do now is screw them together, let them hold them together, so that we can continue doing what we want to do. So to hold them together, I'm gonna use a 4-inch screw and screw it diagonally so that it holds the pieces together, so that way it can easily I'm gonna do it on the outside and also on the inside, so that it secure it very well. So I'm gonna pre-drill the hole first, so that way we don't split the wood. So just pre-drill the hole, and then we put our use our 4-inch screw to hold it in place. So you're gonna need 4-inch screws on both sides to hold it in place, so that way they are nice and secure. Another option might be to put a small 2x4 in between them on top like that to hold it, but I didn't want to add another, since this one looks like it's sturdy enough, it's holding it good enough. We're gonna leave it like that, and then we're gonna go and do the other side of the other angle of it, so that way we hold it together. So I'm doing the same thing, pre-drilling the hole over here, and then just use the 4-inch nails to screws to hold it together. And you can do it one more and do on the inside too, but that's up to you. But I just want it to be as secure as possible, so I'm just doing the inside on both sides, so it would have 4 screws on each end. That way it's more secure and stronger, so that it's easy to lift up and without breaking the pieces or having any issues. So we're gonna do the same for both sides. Screw it on both sides. Just make sure we have the screws long enough to go through both sides. That's why I'm using the 4-inch screws to do that. So you can see it's stable, and it looks like it's strong, and it's gonna be able to handle it. So we're gonna do the same for all the sides. This end I'm trying to I'll try something different. See if we can just maybe drill a bigger hole over here, and then drill a smaller hole inside the bigger hole. Before I do that, I'm gonna do that on the outside. So I'm trying to figure out an easier way to do this without having issues. So I'm trying to do, first I'm using a bigger drill bit just to make a little bigger hole so that I can put the screw in. So I'm gonna go in like an inch or so, so that way the screw can go a little bit further in, so that I can secure the other 2x4 on the other side much better. So now we're gonna change the drill bit and use the regular drill bit that goes with our screw to drill the rest of the hole in, so that way we are able to get our hole pre-drill for the screw, so that way it doesn't split the wood. So we're gonna drill it in again and just go down completely into the other wood. So the next thing we're gonna need is our 1/2-inch PVC pipe. and it made a hole in the tiny hole in the at the end like that. So we're gonna screw it to the board over here. So what we need to do is identify where we're gonna screw it. We're gonna put one here at the end, one at the other end, and then one in the middle. So just to identify the middle point, just measure it. We're gonna put one over there. Then we're gonna put one over here. So now I'm gonna use 1 5/8 inch screw to attach this. So I just pre-drilled the hole right here like that. So what we're gonna do now is just put this here. You also want to make sure it's flat, straight, like that. Then we're gonna do the other ones in the middle over here. That. Very sturdy. You can see we have all the 1/2 inch schedule 40 PVC installed. So now is to get our pipes and then do cut it to the length. Measurement for the PVC is the length of the end divided by 2, and then you multiply that number by 3. That's what you're gonna cut. So I marked it here. I'm just gonna wear your safety goggles if you're using tool like this. Just mark it. Just make sure we have it in the right spot, like that. If you have a PVC cutter, that's fine. I don't have a PVC cutter, and so I'm just using this to cut. So we have our length right now. So we're gonna use it. So I cut the pole 78 inches. And so what I'm gonna do is put one end over here. Water got into this when the sprinkler came on. So just gonna put this one end in like that. Oh no, twist it and make sure it's in. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is gonna bend it and put it on the other ones. So the measurement for the pole again is the end of the raised bed that you have there. You measure the length of the end. You divide that length by 2, then you multiply by 3. That's the length of the pole that you need to give you a nice curvy look like that. So one other issue here is that I forgot to put in the tees that are gonna hold the pipe. So I'm gonna have to redo it again because I completely forgot to put those tees, PVC tees in before I put it in the other, close the other end. So one thing we did not do, we did not put the T-squares on this, so we're gonna have to do it again. Let me grab the T-squares. We forgot to put these, so we have to put these. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it off and then put it back. So for each end we're gonna need 3 T's. You wanna put in the 3 T's before you close the loop, and you can see how strong it is. To take it out right now, it's very difficult. So it's really nice and stable and solid. So that's something that you just also want to make sure that you want to get something as solid as this, so that way the wind doesn't blow it or any other easy movement doesn't blow it. So it was really tough to take it out because I pushed it real inside and it was holding it very well. So that's one thing you just have to make sure that you put that before you put it in, because taking it out was a hassle. So don't forget to do that. This end is in now, so we're done with this one. So we're gonna do the same to the one in the middle and also the one at the end. So here it is. We've done the three of them. They're all ready to go. Now what we have to do is put the beams across that are gonna hold it. And putting the beams across, you just want to measure the distance for them, then cut the PVC to the length that you're gonna need, and we're gonna have to secure it with. You can use electrical tape, or you can use a screw, or you can use a UV protected or UV resistant zip tie. So I'm just measuring, I'm just making sure that they're right, and then just want to make sure you secure, push both sides in so that once it's secured. We're gonna do the same for the other two. Preferable if you have second pair of hands, that would be great, but if not, you just have to do it yourself like that, like I'm doing. It's just gonna keep moving. What you want to do is just adjust it like that, and then use your screws you want to secure. What I advise you to do is secure the teeth in place, so that way you don't have to keep moving back and forth like that. So secure the teeth in place with a 5/8 inch screw that's gonna hold it. So you want to pre-drill them before you screw them in, so that way it doesn't split it, doesn't break it. So we're just gonna drill the hole and then just hold it in place so that it doesn't move up and down. So if I'm gonna do it again, just make sure you do the teeth first, secure the teeth before you put in the pipes, so that way at least once you put it on one end, you can hold it, go to the other end, and just put it on the other end. You don't have to do it back and forth like I did, doing it back and forth. So that's how you we did it to hold it. Now I'm just using some, I don't have electrical tape, so I'm just using zip ties to hold it right now. And then we're gonna be able to just make sure that it's secured. The cold temperature is coming very soon, so maybe tonight or tomorrow. So I don't think I might not be able to finish it completely. So I'm just gonna do the first part. Would do this as the first part, and then maybe the next part we're gonna show you later on is how to seal the plastic completely, so that way it doesn't come out so often. So but this part, at least it has the frame that we can do that. So now we're just putting the hinges on each side with two hinges, one on this end and one on the other end, and this hinges will allow us to easily lift the lift it open and close every time we need to. So to make a handle on this side, so that I can easily lift this cover off, you can buy a little handle from the store, but what I'm gonna do is just use this right now, just to show you that you don't need to buy it. You can still do without it. So I'm gonna use this piece of wood. I'm gonna drill two holes that's gonna go maybe like this over here, so that I can use it to lift the whole thing up. So we're gonna cover it next, but for now I just want to show you how it looks. So use this to lift it up like that, and then lift the whole thing up. We just have this plant right here that it can go on, but you just lift everything up, and then you close it down. So we had frost last night, and luckily this was already done. I just used plastic to cover it up. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be able to do the complete because of the cold weather coming. So we had frost, and at least I was able to cover it up, and it saved the plants that are in there. And I'll show you in a minute how the ones outside, how they all died. The ones that are inside are still fine. I'll open it up and show you how. Right now the plastic that I just use a big plastic cover it, and just use some plywood and some stuff to hold it at the bottom so that it doesn't fly away. But the next video, I'm gonna go into details on how to seal it in correctly. So you can see inside it's nice and hot, and the plants are still okay. They're still fine. But the other ones outside did not survive because of the cold temperature. Maybe later on in the spring I might do the next video where I show you detailing how to do it. But you can see this is the other plants that were outside. The top of the plants are all dead. The bottoms survive because the cold temperature didn't get down to it that much, but the top of the plants are all dead. Luckily this other one that I covered is safe, but most of the plants out in the garden are all dead because of this. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you're not following me, follow me for more videos like this, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Happy growing.